all of these things. The need for money. Yeah. So I see a great necessity of, for teachers to help other people. Absolutely. But I also tell you, I'm not very happy with the teachers. I wish they'd just be more honest and authentic with people. Is simply the only problem. When they speak in such an absolute, they lead somebody in their particular way. Are you being honest with yourself? Are you leading somebody into illusion? Are you leading somebody into your fears? Are you leading somebody into the things that are limiting you from seeing the full and clear view? Because if you're just spreading that view, I mean, is that really something you want to do? And are you mindfully aware enough to say yes or no of this? I hope that you would be. I hope that you are. I love you too. You're the most amazing. She's the most amazing. Seriously. You're gonna see my student, my teacher, my lover, and my friend. No attachment. But no non-attachment either. That's the fun thing. You just come fully be, genuinely. I'm here because I want to be. She's here because she wants to be, and that's the only reason why anybody should be anywhere, because they want to be. If they don't want to be there, then where do you want to be? I mean, for me, I want to be here in this spot because it's what's of most high comfort to me at this time. But I can see, that I do want to be somewhere else probably eventually. Right now, I feel really content with this spot, honestly. Pretty super content. But I know that, the cops will come and give us a ticket, or they tell us that they will give us a ticket if we don't go, and so we'll go and hopefully not get a ticket and be able to live our lives. I would like to not be moved by the officers of the law. If I was moved by the officers of the law, I would see it as a very clear sign from consciousness that's the exact time in which we were meant to move. Maybe there was a time I could have moved before that to make that not happen, but at least we were given the time and that time to move. And if I was given a ticket, I would have to see that to be somehow of benefit as well. I was given 3 tickets on Maui for driving, different reasons. One of them was driving without a license, and that ended up bringing me to Hana. And months later, I had to drive my car there, no license, and so I drove out there and I parked my car where I thought they wouldn't notice. I drove real early too, so there wouldn't be any cops on the road or anything. We would be good. And, which is an interesting thing to think that if you go early enough, the cops won't be up. But it's Hana, Maui. Everybody's cruise. We're doing good. But yeah, I got there real early. Kind of before it was light outside, so they really see me very well. And parked my car over there, and I just kind of sat in the parking lot, maybe I smoked, chill. And I walked over, to the jailhouse, man. No, to the courthouse, and it's super beautiful. The whole walk over there was real gorgeous, plumerias, and I was really soaking them in because I was like, well, they might put me in jail. You never know. Any possibility. Always be prepared for the worst case, just in case. That way you're not too triggered and traumatized by this. So I'm breathing in these amazing plumerias, gorgeous, vibrant flowers. Everything feels phenomenal too. We get into the courtroom and it's this little shack. It's like a house, and it's got a porch and everybody's chilling on the porch instead of in the courtroom, just waiting for their names to be called and laughing with the bailiff and all just good, awesome, powerful local Maui vibes. Super awesome Aloha tribe. And yeah, going into the courthouse, and guy, judges laughing, everybody's cool. It's like, yeah, fill out this paperwork. I fill it out on the porch. I give it to them, and they tell me pretty much already what's going to happen. No big deal, that way I'm not too pressured. And we get up to the stand. We say what we're going to do. He gives me $100 fine. Gives me 90 days to pay the fine. So if I save like a little bit over $1 every day, I'll be able to pay my way. No problem. And so that's pretty cool. $1 and a penny, a little bit extra on the last day. Anyhow. But yeah, and so that was sweet, not too bad. I go back to my car afterwards, kind of like, all right, sweet. In a few months, I'll pay this. I'm not planning on paying it early, that's for sure. And I get inside the car and start to drive, and I see my friend at this fruit stand. I'm like, oh, my dear friend, and we'd had Te Pescawite ceremony recently, so I was very happy to see him. I was like, oh, we had this great, beautiful ceremony together. My dear brother. Whenever I have ceremony with somebody, they're like my sangha. I really think that we're really connected. Now, apparently, things change in life, and they go this way and they go that way, but that's no problem, really. Not a problem. That's all right. So, yeah, beautiful brother. Love that man. And so yeah, I stopped at the fruit stand, and we talked. I got given some free tacos. I think even they're super good, really delicious, and ate some fruit there with him. Chilled out, sold fruit, chilled for the whole day. Saying hi to everybody, just feeling good. We don't why go back. I mean, it's awesome to be in Hana. You know, uh, Never go out there very much. And then it turned out he needed a ride where he was going home or whatever. But he was going to Makahi. And funny to say, the name, they don't want to be talked about. They say no talking about them. They tell everybody to agree, not to say. They say any people that talk about ceremony are ego. That's what they say. I see them to be one of the most ego places in the world. Oh man, it's awful to say this on video. Maybe they'll be watching. It's okay, they'll have to see what I had to say. I mean, I've already told them anyway in some way. And also, the ceremonies have been so gorgeous. I did 2 ceremonies there, and my goodness, they are so beautiful. Each time I wanted more though, and I didn't feel like I was able to get the amount that I personally wanted. But as I look at the ceremony and everything at those times in which I wanted those things, everybody else was quite drained and done already. And so, really, if to be in harmony with everything, it's good to not kick up the energy again. Everything was already kind of bowed out, even if I can keep going. It's happened to me all the time, everywhere I go, where I max the energy, raise it as much as what it's able to raise, and then if I were to try to raise it anymore, I'd be like forcing something to go farther than what it's capable. It's like it's already stretched its muscles, it needs time to relax and integrate and chill, yeah. Stretches everything out real quick, and expands it, but it needs time to grow, so I've already grown so much. So that's why it's good for me to be in certain places, like here I am in this little spot here. It's a nice spot. It's where I feel comfortable. It's where I don't affect things in a big way. So we've been able to come to these video channels and also rest and come into the reopening of the feet, feeling of the wrists, feeling of the body, all these different pains, building up different agitations, building up different routes and compassions for motion. 2 energies have motion capability, and we can call this the yin and the yang. We can call this the male and the female. We can call this compassion and emptiness. We can call this the beginning and the end. We can call this hot and cold. We can call this many things. And everything is seen as positive and negative. Uh, the positive and negative that we use here, we could look as either the judgmental positive and negative, or simply positive and negative, like positive and negative charge when it comes to atoms. Then we see that neutral frequency. Nobody really talks too much about Mr. Neutron. And how he plays good role. Mrs. Neutron, how she plays a good role, whatever we wish. Not a big deal. So, I wonder how long this is going to go. Are we still even on the thing? It's the funny thing too, not having somebody with us. Maybe it is that I'm talking to myself right now. Either way, I like the feeling of the flow. So, if it's gone, it's okay. I'll just keep talking because I like it. Anyways, 2 motions. It's funny, like with the concept now that maybe there's not anybody there. It's like, should I check and see? I don't want to look like I'm the person who would check and see. That'll move me out of my frequency. But I really actually don't want to check and see. I don't really feel like movement in that direction, so I'll just be here talking. I mean, even if it is that way, I don't know that there's anything I could do. I could plug in this charger to it, actually. That would be something that I have a capability of doing. Then we can record no matter what. And, given that kind of a wisdom that there is something that I can do, now I have all kinds of motivational capacity into motion. If it's hopeless, I have no reason to move in that way. It's fucking hopeless. Why would I move that way? So it's kind of like a good spreading of hope, the spreading of our experience and our view, and things that bring into understanding certain synchronicity with flow. So it's something that I get the beautiful opportunity of doing. And at this time, I also took the beautiful opportunity of checking to see if this thing is here accurately working.